Hello, this is SRJ26 with another long-awaited Blue Vanilla tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you can take a structure and bring it into Blue Vanilla very easily with some new in-chat commands that Dan has added for us. So I built this little house and I want to make it into Blue Vanilla, but I don't have, let's say I don't have Bucket and I don't have World Edit and I can't do some of the fancy pants stuff that I've showed off to you guys before. Let's put something in the chest just for fun. What should we put in the chest? We'll put an iron sword. There you go. So if you're finding this house, you'll get an iron sword, and let's put some bread in too, because a new adventurer might want some bread. And this will be a house that you can find early on close to spawn. It'll be one of those little mini houses. Yes, that is a giant head over here. I was flying around and that is a buried giant, just in case you were wondering. So we've got the sun rises in the east, okay? And this chat command is called snapshotstructure. And if you're in single player, what you can do is you can use this command to copy a structure. It's going to capture a section of your single player world that is a specified number of blocks east west first, and then up down, and then north south. So and it's not gonna capture the block you're in. So let me go right there, and you need your feet standing about in the middle. It's gonna measure up and down. So I'm gonna stand on that block and my feet will be right there. And so I'll want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that would be 6 up there. So I'm going to actually go 7. I'm going to go 1 deep into the ground, and then it'll capture that top one. Actually, no, what I'll do is we'll try it like this. So if I stand there, it'll go 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, and it'll go up 1, 2, 3. Let's try it like that. So we're going to stand here, and the sun rises in the east, time set. So there's the sun, and we're going to go snapshot structure, and then the first number is your east-west, and it's going to go away from you. So I'm going to do 7, and that's just the size of the building. The next number is the up-down, so I'm going to do 7 again. That should capture that cobblestone base. And the last number is going to be north-south, which the way I'm oriented is side to side, and that's going to be 7 as well. And then you put in the path where you want the structure saved. I have a schematics folder, and then I'm going to do, I'm going to call it spawn house. Tiny house, I'll call it tiny house. And then when I hit return, it'll say converted structure snapshot as schematics/tiny house. That's only part of the process though. The next thing we need to do is we need to take a look at the code. You can't not do this. So we're opening up the schematics folder I made on my hard drive, and we've got tinyhouse.txt and tinyhouse.xml. If we look at the txt one, it should start at the base. Oh, yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so each layer is a layer of the structure, and let's open up the XML as well. And here you can see that we've got the percent sign. That percent sign is stone brick. Very good. So that shows that it captured the base level, and then we've got our walls, which are the ampersands, which are right there, amp, and that's wood. And here's all the stuff in the house, and it worked like a charm. It did capture a layer of air above the house, but that's fine. And so from here, it looks like the house is fine. Now at this point, if you know how to do the XML coding, you can go in and you can add a random element or spruce up your chests or whatever. There's a lot you can do and you'll want to do once you learn how to use the code, but the next thing we're going to do is we're going to test it. I'm actually going to add a depth attribute to the structure. I'm going to get rid of this. I always get rid of the first tag. I don't know why, but I just do. And depth equals, And we've got to put a number in there, and the number is going to be 1 because it's going to inset that layer of stone for our house so that it's not sitting on that little platform of stone. And we're going to take this and we're going to put this in a folder that we're going to use for offline testing, and that is in your Minecraft directory under assets. And if you don't have this, I'm going to put it in, whoa, come on, be good, structures, there we go. Okay, so your mods folder in Blue Vanilla and resources and SRJ design, that is where you're going to have your assets when you play. If you want to do offline testing, you have to take all of this stuff right there in the SRJ design folder, and you've got to make a top level assets folder in your Minecraft directory. So Minecraft assets and then a copy of everything from that previous URL or location. And in our structures, we've got our tiny house. This has folders for good management of everything because there's so many files now. And I'm going to take this file right here. This would normally be scattered structures. I renamed it as scattered structures group. And I'm going to take this one that's scattered structures solo, and this is the one that I use for testing. And I call it solo because it is only going to generate one structure. And right there, tiny house is what I have. I was testing this before, I think. So in any biome we can get tiny house, and placement notifications are true, which means it's going to tell me that it spawned it. And I think you want your options also as validation is true. So our last step is to actually look at it in game, and we're going to go in and do a new single player world, creative. We're running Blue Vanilla, of course. 1.1.4 I believe is the current version, and that's the only one that has the snapshot structure command. So if you're running an old version, please update. There we go, and it's already telling us that it spawned a whole bunch of them. So now the next step is to find one and look at it and make sure that it is as amazingly cool and awesome as a tiny house could be. And not to waste your time, I'm just going to, no, actually I'll go to 227, 275. This way. Oh, here's one. Alright, so this one spawned in the ground. I did -1 for my height, and it looks like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Alright, let's keep on looking, because I want to find an actual nice looking version. It's good to confirm that you coded it right so that it looks decent before you submit it, because if I load it and it looks like crap, then it's not as likely that I will think it's worth bringing into the mod. Oh, over here. And there's another one that's kind of weird. Alright, so I can explain exactly what's happening here. The first thing to notice is that it captured everything around the structure. This is actually good because troubleshooting is hard. So normally with the foundation should be in dirt, like that. But I didn't put dirt, I just left it as air. So that's why you were seeing that air buffer around the structure. And you can also, if you're clever, you can set up a buffer around your structure that will allow for a nice ramping down of terrain or ramping up of a hill based on where it has spawned. And that's something I can get into in another tutorial. But the bottom line is that it worked. We've got it in our world, and warts and all, it is there, and it spawned in Blue Vanilla, so this is working BV code. So that is that, I think. Thank you for watching. This has been a rather short tutorial on how to use the new snapshot structure command to take an existing build and convert it automatically into TXT XML files for Blue Vanilla. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment or go to our Reddit thread if you have any questions. Bye-bye.